All right, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, what is going on? It is Boss Man Spencer, aka Isaiah, from Ascent Sports, welcoming you back to another Steelers recap video. And hey, man, we won another game. That's what, 5-1 since the bye? Pretty darn good. I apologize if my voice sounds a little off. I do feel kind of sick, honestly. I woke up today with it, and obviously, it's Christmas Eve, so that stinks. But I do feel a little sick, so I apologize if my voice sounds kind of raspy at the moment. I don't know. Maybe I need a flu shot or something. I guess we'll see. But the Steelers, nonetheless, the Steelers did walk away with a W. Now, this wasn't a very fun game to watch, honestly, by any stretch of the means. Like everybody, at least if you're up north, you know about what's going on with the weather. It was a very windy game, very snowy game, very cold. Everything about the game affecting the players. Like it definitely rained in. True, like the wind was going crazy. There were some missed kicks. There were some missed throws. And just overall, not a lot of points. And with the Steelers, we know that. We know we're not scoring that many points this year. So that was, once again, no surprise. But the Raiders were very quiet now. They kind of stink. So, like, it is what it is. And it was windy, so it is what it is. But our defense, man, just absolutely cannot say enough about it. I think maybe a week or two, I was talking about the run defense, and today they stepped up and they stopped Josh Jacobs, who's the NFL's leading rusher. So, I mean, hey, definitely love to see that. And obviously, we got like Cameron Sutton getting an interception. We had Minka getting an interception. Alex Highsmith got a sack. We were just kind of flying around everywhere on defense. So that was good to see. There was a few plays where Hunter Renfrow was just doing whatever he wanted with us. We couldn't really tackle him on the first attempt, but Hunter Renfrow, he's known for that. He's a pretty slippery guy. So, we stopped him when it mattered. And that's really what it comes down to. We got beat early. Renfrow scored that touchdown early, and then after that, it was nothing. It was quiet from the Raiders, and then it was also pretty quiet on our front. Honestly, the only really real thing that I can point to that I haven't talked about at length forever with, like say Deontay and like, the catches, or Chase Claypool, who's now gone, so I can't really name him. George Pickens, I don't think he gets the ball enough, but he played well. Freiermuth played well. The run game was for the most part. It was kind of meh, but there was some nice runs. Najee made some good plays, but for these points, it's got to come back to Kenny Pickett, and there was obviously that interception. He didn't have the best game, and once again, it was windy, so maybe the weather was just a little crazy, but he didn't play the best game. There was definitely some weird decision making. There was one play particularly where he like pump faked, like he went to like throw the ball, and like he didn't know if he wanted to throw it, if he wanted to run it. He didn't know if he wanted to wait to throw it. He chose to wait to throw it. And it ended up being an incompletion. And then obviously there was another one where he threw the interception, but that one wasn't really. It was just a bad interception. That wasn't really anything we need to talk in length about. It was just a bad interception. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But it is what it is. He didn't play the best the whole game, but that last drive, I thought we looked really good on that last drive. That the throw to Pickens was really good for the touchdown. We made the plays when we needed to. We threw it to Najee like 4 straight times for pretty much the same play over and over and over again. And hey, if that's what it takes for us to be able to score points, if that's what it takes for us to get first down so the defense can get a fucking break, if that's what it takes, hey, let's do it. But yeah, definitely shout out to Kenny for that last drive. The whole game though was looking a little sus. But it was windy out, man. Boswell played bad too, and it was just not a good game for the players I like on the Steelers, like the players I am like a bigger fan of, because yeah, Boswell was kicking it into the wind, and I don't know, maybe the wind was just like, hey man, it's too windy, because 2 for 4, not the best, and then obviously Kenny had some error throws, so it is what it is. But hey, once again, 7-8, still a chance to make the playoffs, still a chance to finish with a winning season. Honestly, at this point, man, I feel like we fucked up our draft pick so much that like Well, I'm just gonna see what they give to me, because we could easily just lose these next two games. We could easily win these next two games and not make the playoffs. We could win them and make the playoffs and then get stomped. That's happened before. So we'll see what happens. But it is good to see the fight. And obviously, I can't believe I didn't mention this earlier. But obviously, coming off the tragic Franco Harris passing away, just days before his jersey retirement and stuff. Rest in peace. But it was good to see the fight. It was good to see, we didn't give up, because once again, the offense was laying goose eggs out there for 3/3 of the game. So it was nice to see the defense didn't just give up. It's nice to see the offense didn't just give up, and we were able to finally get a fucking touchdown. We were finally able to get a field goal out of Boz. We got 2 for him. Obviously, I said that earlier, 2 for 4. But we got some points. We could have finished with more points, but 13 is what it took today. And that's not bad. Defense, once again, thank you guys so much for being the greatest defense ever assembled some days, and then the worst defense ever assembled like other days. But thank you for being the best defense this time. Just absolutely perfect. The only real flaw was the Renfro thing, was the Renfro touchdown. But other than that, classic clean game played for you guys. Offensively, I talked about it. It was a little slow, but we made the plays when they need to be made. Connor Hayward, I forgot I didn't mention this, but he ended the game on like a outside handoff. Fooled everybody too. He was able to run for like 30 yards and just go down. So shout out to him, big play. And yeah, we're next facing the Ravens. Obviously, last time we played the Ravens, Kenny got hurt. Mitch came in and just threw the game away. We'll see what happens this time. Maybe we'll get 1-1. I don't know if Lamar's playing. We'll see what happens with that. But definitely would like to tie the series at least. And then after that is Cleveland, and would definitely like to tie that series. So I'm in favor of finishing out the season with 2 more wins and then just seeing where we're at from there. And if there's somebody that we really would want from, like, say we start losing, like if there's somebody who we really want is in that range of, like, if we lose, let's just trade up for him if that's the case. Let's win these games, and if there's somebody that we could have had 2 picks before us, let's just trade up. How about that? Yeah, that's where my thoughts are. I really don't want to make the playoffs. I really don't. I not that I don't want to make the playoffs. I just don't want to get blown out in the playoffs, because I feel like that keeps happening to us. But I like my team good. I like my team to be respectable. Definitely the past couple of weeks we've been able to win games despite how they look. To win is a win. So it's always nice. It's always nice having a winning, a winning team, because at the very beginning of the season it was not looking good. And also, it's also nice having your team win on the holidays. Now I'm gonna have a good Christmas, because it was looking pretty whack before. It was looking like, damn, like it's Christmas, but the Steelers fucking suck again. But this time the Steelers do kind of suck, but we won. So hey man, gotta roll with the winners sometimes. But anyways, I think that is going to do it for me, guys. Once again, like I said, I'm not really feeling the best, but it is what it is. Still wanted to get this video out. Shout out to the Steelers, and shout out to you guys for watching. Shout out to the YouTube viewers. Shout out to the Spotify listeners. Shout out to the Apple listeners. And shout out to Kenny Pickett.